Hey guys, Michael with Mealy Marine, and in today's video we're going to be filling the holes throughout the boat, doing some fiberglass work, keeping up with what we've been doing. But first we need to thank today's sponsors, Dakota Lithium, Gatorback Bunks, and I'm super excited to announce a new sponsor to the Ranger 393V series, which is Fulton. You guys know, try to get you guys in there. Fulton makes the best jacks and winches on the market. Every new boat that comes out of a factory pretty much has a Fulton jack and winch on their boats. So guys, if you're in the market to replace your jack, your winch, whatever it may be, please be sure to check out Fulton. There'll be a link in the description below. So without further ado, let's get into it.
So we're going to evaluate where we're at on the boat, readdress it, look at our lists, then come up with a game plan of trying to get the majority of this body work busted out. I'm hoping we can get you in here for a couple of days to start working on the sanding down of this.
That sucks for him.
That sucks. That sucks, man.
We have quite a bit of work that we have to do. We've got locker tops to build, we've got a lot of glass work to do, and so it's important for us now to start to maximize our time, because sure as we'll get focused on this, then there'll be 4 or 5 boats outside. These are the pieces that sit at the back of the boat there, and that piece sits in here. And so we're going to put material on this face, and on this face, and on this face. And the reason why we're going to do it before we install it is it's going to be easier for us to do it laying down than it is standing up. And then we're going to start to work on these places here. But it's a question of, whilst we're doing that and this is tacking up, then we can come over here and work on these pieces. So we're going to proceed on with this, and we'll tell you what we're doing as the day goes on. we've had an extremely busy morning here, and we've got a tremendous amount done. I think Michael did some videos. We didn't want to run to the hardware store and stuff. We spent half our time driving backwards forwards to the hardware store, so Michael came up with a great idea. This one here he just cut with a hole cutter, but the rest of them we took a broom handle and I just took it back to the lathe and turned it down, made some rough plugs.
Nevertheless, I'm smarter. I'm a genius.
It kind of helps that they're rough. That way the epoxy filler mix that we put in helps bond into it. These are all going to be ground out, but it's to give us the base for where we grind it back and start to fill it so that it's all on the same level. That'll be coming later, okay? So if it's not in this week's video, don't lose your minds over it, okay? We'll get there.
Okay, I got this. Don't freak out.
Probably getting a little bit too carried away with this. We put another piece of the chop strand on the top. Now it's all level. We're going to wait for that to set up, and then we have to come in, cut our channel, feather it out, bond it all together, and then this particular section will be done. It is unbelievable how strong this is. These are the pieces that will go inside the boat, and we've got them done up on both sides. It's one of those things of where this one went really well and we struggled with this one for some reason. Like, you know, I don't know why. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. We've got both sides of this done. And one of the reasons why we wanted to get both sides done is because we didn't want the board warping on us. So if we only got one side done, the chances are that it was going to pull it that way slightly. With both sides done now, there's a fair chance that it's going to be fairly straight. It's not going to be perfectly straight, but it's not going to have a big bow to it because we've just glassed on one side. If you're only glassing on one side, you better be careful about how much glass you lay at one time and how many layers you do it, because the temperature and stuff will start to pull that board. I can tell you that from the tests that we did. So just kind of be careful about how much you laminate up at a time. You want to get one laminated and let it get to where it's almost totally tacked up before you lay the second one, okay? Especially if you're only doing it on one side. If you're doing it on both sides, I found that you can be a little bit more aggressive, but take your time and practice yourself. It has been a productive day here so far at Mealy Marine, and I hope Michael's happy with where we're at. I'm really happy with what we've got done. It's
good start to the new year.
Yeah, I think it's a good start to the new year, and I think it's a good start to us being focused. It does. I got to tell you, when you're doing two, it's all hands on deck. Let me tell you, it's easy to say and it's hard to do. Super happy. We'll keep you updated. It is going to be a lot more of the same, but we're going to show you how we're going to install these. That's going to be really interesting, you guys, because we're going to have to do some mixing up of the products and start to install them on the boat. Then as we do that, this will all start to come together fairly fast. I think regardless that this is still going to be doing fiberglass work, it's going to be a little bit more interesting to everybody because we're going to have the lip thing that we're going to be putting in, and we're going to be working in more confined areas and stuff. So we'll probably be making a bunch of mistakes in here too, but hey, that's what life's all about, right? We could sit on the couch and do nothing. So up here, I just wanted to say that my experience has been with this stuff in the past that it tends to sink in. That's the reason why we put a lot of extra around the edge, and usually you wouldn't do that, but since we've got to sand all this down, it doesn't make any difference. But when we've used this stuff in the past, it tends to, as it goes on, it tends to sink in, so you end up with a little valley in there, so you might want to be careful about that. That's the reason for all the extra right here. We're obviously going to have to redo our center, make sure that we keep our center here on our boat, because we want to maintain that all the way through the process. So really happy. So Michael almost killed himself over there. Anything else I need to cover? All right, we'll keep you updated.
Well, that's it for this week's video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and comment down below what you guys think of the chopstick method that we use to cover all the holes. I want to hear it down in the comments below. Are we just morons? Or do you think it was a pretty cool idea? I want to hear it in the comments below. But guys, be sure to check back next week where we keep on keeping on. We're going to keep working on fiberglass work, and you guys might start seeing us putting in the front deck, actually glassing it in, getting it ready. So guys, until next time.